Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the channel. How's your day going? How are you doing? How's work going? How's everything going? I hope that you're having a good time. I hope that you're happy. I hope that you're reaping the benefits of your labor, and I hope that you're okay at this moment. So before I go on, I just want to say a big thank you to you for catching the videos. For tuning in to catch the videos. It's not easy, really, and I do appreciate that. I want to say a very big thank you. If you're a subscriber to the channel, a big thank you to you for subscribing to the channel, for always tuning in to catch the videos, the updates about Super Eagles and Nigerian national team, the players as well. And if you're just catching the video for the first time but you're not subscribed yet, I want to urge you to please subscribe to the channel. We are really growing in this channel. We've crossed the 1,000 mark, and we're heading to like 1,100, and the community is really expanding. It's large, it's big, so I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel and join the community. So guys, there are a couple of updates that that has just come out from the camp of Super Eagles, and although it's a slow news day, slow update day, because not a lot of activities is happening outside of the fact that okay, these guys will go to training and then they'll come back and then rest, go to training the next day, so not much is coming out anyway. But in this video I actually have a few items that are interesting as well, and they are good news. I would say most of them are good news, except the one of NFF and Sadiq Umar, because that one is a bit of a mess. They're trying to clean up. Someone shit all over the place, maybe NFF or they are one of their officials, and then they're trying to clean that one up. But it's not as easy as it seems. It's the more they try to clean it up, the more we are seeing like they're just messing the whole place up. So that one is not a good news. It's another indication that there's a corruption somewhere, or there's some sort of foul play. I don't understand. But stick around to the end of the video where I talk about Sadiq Umar and the NFF, as regards that one, how he withdrew from the camp when in fact he didn't have an injury, or it looked like he didn't have an injury. I shared a video in my last video about Sadiq Umar training. That video was actually posted by his club, Real Sociedad. They posted that video. I don't know for what reason, but they posted that video. Immediately he withdrew from the camp and he joined this club. They posted that video to show that this guy is really fit. Definitely give you the gist about NFF, Umar Sadiq, and Umar Sadiq's club, and the whole mess that you're trying to clean. But before I go to that one, let me first of all give you the good news from the Super Eagles camp. And in terms of good news, I will start with the fact that Yusuf Al-Hassan has now joined the guys back in training. Yesterday's video I mentioned that Osimhen came to the training, but he didn't really train because he was being rested, and it was like the agreement from the team, from the coaching team, and also the medical team, who advised him to take a chill pill to rest and save his strength, recover in a way, so that today he would have the training sessions with the guys. So of course that one happened yesterday. Osimhen didn't train, but yesterday I forgot to tell you that Al-Hassan Yusuf also didn't train with the guys. He didn't train with the guys. That's what happened. Osimhen and Al-Hassan Yusuf didn't train. So what happened was that yesterday Al-Hassan Yusuf trained. He didn't train with the guys, but he trained alone. It wasn't much of a training with the ball, training with the ball and with the cone. No, he was doing much of a physio training with the doctors, who were, trying to direct him on how to, get back his legs back, get back his movement, get back his posture. So that was the kind of training that Yusuf had yesterday. He was just trying to balance his foot back on the grass, and with the direction of the physio, and then that went well yesterday. But today's training, there's every joy and every excitement and every updates from the reporters on ground that he is going to be involved. That it's going to be a full full training for all of the guys, training together intensively today against that Ivory Coast match, which is of course on Thursday. That was that, guys. No injury issue at this minute. The guys that we had injury scares, they are now back on the pitch and training with the guys. So that's a very, very massive boost for Nigeria. And then going forward, Osimhen, while he was with the Super Eagles in the camp training, he actually won an accolade yesterday. I'm sure maybe you must have heard it now. FIFA, the best men's player. Messi, of course, the wizard, swooped that one away, just like he has been swooping all awards away. And then Haaland was the second, and then we saw Mbappe, Kevin De Bruyne, then Victor Osimhen. So technically, what this means is that Osimhen is the fifth or number 5 best FIFA best men's player of the year 2023, and it's really, really massive. I wanted to add this in the video because it's something that is special. It's not everybody that has that. It's not everybody that has a complete career and they are ranked by FIFA as a top 5 player. It's something really, really special. It's an accolade, even though he didn't get a trophy of some sorts or anything like that. But being listed there, it's historic. He has made history. So I wanted to add it here and say congratulations to Osimhen for winning this one. Moving on, guys, to the Umar Sadiq saga, which is a very, very controversial issue because it concerns his club and NFF. But I just want to quickly talk about it and then leave you guys to decide. If you remember in my last video, I talked about Umar Sadiq and Boniface, and then while we saw Boniface injury proof, we saw that he did surgery. The pictures were everywhere. For Umar Sadiq, he wasn't that way. Instead of seeing recovery pictures or videos, something like that, what we saw about Umar Sadiq 3 days after he left the camp was a video of him training really well, like someone who's fully fit. That was what we saw about him, and this was actually posted by Real Sociedad's official website, official social media handle. And so that sparked a lot of questions from Nigerians, because we were like, this guy was supposed to be representing Super Eagles, and he said he had injury, and now he left. But 3 days after the injury, he was supposed to have knee injury, but 3 days after the injury, he's now training, running up and down, kicking ball, like someone who's even stronger than some of these players we have in camp. And our journalists, they are really trying. Some of them, they met Real Sociedad, that's Umar Sadiq's club. I think the guys that met them were Eagles Watch Media. So they met them. They were asking the question about how come this guy is training with you guys, like training like this. He left the camp. He's supposed to be having knee injury. He's supposed to be on rehabilitation or receiving treatment. But Real Sociedad in response shifted the blame to NFF, and they were like, NFF were the people that actually did the examination and decided that okay, this guy had injury that he has to withdraw, and that was what they said. And in my mind, I'm like, NFF, they've done it again. They've started the whole corruption thing again. But it was not until NFF released their own statement today. All this saga this whole thing was happening between yesterday and today. So NFF released the response to what Real Sociedad said. And in that response, what NFF was saying was that they were not the only ones in charge, that they actually had to work with Sadiq Umar's surgeon, personal, surgeon, consultant, who is also like a representative of the Real Sociedad. So what this means is that NFF said they worked with the guy, and apparently the guy told them, I don't know who he is, but he's a consultant, obviously affiliated to Real Sociedad, and he's the one in charge of Sadiq Umar. So apparently what this means is that NFF were actually told, I don't know, but that's what I'm thinking, that by that consultant, that okay, this guy has injury, cannot play anymore, or something like that, which was why NFF now decided to release the guy or send him back. But of course NFF also has their own doctors. But what I don't understand is, How are they able to just leave the whole responsibility of doing the test to the surgeon guy, and then, you know, and when he told them that this guy had a knee injury that is going to recover in 3 weeks, they just believed it and they didn't do their own double checks and triple checks. You know, so that was like the major blame I have on NFF. Right now, NFF is angry at Sadiq Umar, angry at Grasa Shedad for misinformation and all of that. And, you know, it's even worse on the player side, because now Nigerians are starting to maybe hate or feel a certain way about Sadiq Umar, because, you know, now they feel like he doesn't want to play for them. He doesn't want to represent the Super Eagles that he's doing, he's forming, that kind of a thing. So there's just been a lot of mess coming out of this whole situation. And I don't want to talk about it anymore because it's just so complex and complicated. I'll leave it to you guys. If you have any reaction to it, you can leave it in the comment section. And as always, thank you for catching the videos. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so, and stay tuned for more updates.